Welcome to Justice Now, and this is part of the series of Tips for Black Workers, Part 23, Part B, Beware of the Dangling Carrot. So in Part A, I was discussing about an experience that I had while working in the banking industry, in which a supervisor or manager in this case had stolen my position and had given it to the guy who was of her same European descent, given it to him so that the department he was going to was more stable, literally stealing my position and giving it to him. So that's one incident. Another incident I could relate to is actually the old job that I was in, where I was working in the social work field, and I was often told by the manager that she liked my work, that it was absolutely stellar, and that she said, and these are her words, saying that it was absolutely stellar. She liked the fact of I have high integrity, and that I do my tasks on time, and that I'm very professional. And even when I had submitted funding proposals, that the other managers were very impressed on how it was written and the way it was structured, and actually led to the adjustment of how funding proposals or funding requests should be structured in the future by all workers within that particular department. So this is what I was told by the supervisor. My skills were praised yet again. However, when I would go into these quote-unquote check-ins to determine how my work was progressing, often was told by that same manager, oh, you keep going like this, you have a bright future ahead into the company, and I can see you being in different departments, and you would be absolutely amazing in these different types of departments that she was suggesting to me. So that was another dangling carrot, because it kept me motivated to continue producing great work, and that's what I did. However, again, what would be noted is that as it came time for the promotion to go to a different department, all of a sudden my skills are devalued, and of course, this is by design, not by coincidence. And again, have another supervisor who stole a position because I was in contract, and there was a full-time, so literally that position was stolen and given to another person of European descent. And there's multitude of situations where these things occur. You're doing well. There is no reason as to why you should be blocked from that position. But it's somehow that those positions tend to be blocked even though you've been producing stellar work, and that's been on your work performance. That's been also told verbally to you. So again, beware of the dangling carrots. They're used as motivators for you to produce a lot of the work, that you will not be appreciated for. They may say it verbally, but they don't necessarily write it down in your work performance to help you get to the next position. Or as the position comes about, that is either a more stable position or a more higher paid position, somehow that dangling carrot is then removed, and then somehow it's given to another person that they've ultimately intended for all along. So if you're on the job and you're with your manager and they are promising you promotions and things of that nature, keep in mind that with this type of culture, they tend to do a lot of deception. A lot of deception. So they'll promise you and say, there's big things for the company, there's possible promotions. And as promotion times come, you do not see it. Start working on your exit plan, and then in your next attempt, make sure that you apply for the position that you wanted to be promoted in the next company that you select to go to. Um, and try not to wait, because another thing that they'll do right after putting the dangling carrot in place and then removing it as the opportunities come about is they will tend to tell you, oh well, maybe it just wasn't your time at this moment. If you wait around, you might have another opportunity. And then when that opportunity comes about, they take that dangling carrot away again. That promise of promotion or that promise of whatever, they take it away from you again. So ultimately, it serves to demotivate you, right? Over time, it serves to. It's also a gaslighting technique, right? Where they promise you one thing and then, oh, there we go. And it becomes an entertainment type of thing. Oh, we can put this in front of, so and so. We will put this proposal in front of her and then, or him. And then as it comes about, oh, not yet, not quite. They actually enjoy this type of stuff, which is disgusting. Um, so if you see it happen one or two times, try not to let it go on, seven or eight times where you're investing years of your energy into a company that's not showing appreciation for your talent. Um, Try to see it for what it is, accept the environment for what it is, within the first two times that it's occurred. And the second time that it's occurred, you do not need to say anything to anybody. You just start looking for an exit strategy. Or if you do say something, ask, what can I do in the next time in order to do better, so that I can ensure that I can get this position. Make sure that you write it down, whatever they tell you in terms of feedback, and then make sure that, of course, you apply it. I know that I did that as well, where I would obtain feedback and then I would apply what was told to me in the next opportunity that presents itself. And still, apparently, it wasn't good enough, which was really interesting. I'm like, okay, well, this is what you guys told me, which I did, challenge back. I said, well, these are the things you told me that I needed. Oh, no, no, you need another set of opportunities here, and this is to look for. Like, it's very deceitful, what occurs, and unfortunately, they do gain a lot of enjoyment doing that to black workers. And then before you know it, 20 years go by, of positions being stolen from you, positions that you should have correctly and justly received, based on the work requirements that you've done. Yet, you have a whole bunch of other people that are being inserted to those positions, often friends of the manager. Um, and it's just it's just disturbing, very disturbing, because it contributes to the frequent disruptions into the career. It contributes to not being able to get a pension, if looking for full time, not being able to get benefits, or not even to be able to get contributions, say, to your RRSPs or 401ks. So it leads to a lot of disruption. And then over time, before you know it, when it comes time to retirement, you have nothing because you've had these jobs these positions literally stolen from you time and time again. So, and I'm going to do another video on how to try and plan for that as much as possible, because you know, that does occur. That's a result, unfortunately, in a lot of places, is that the black worker is often used as a placeholder in a position until they can get one of their own in. And that needs to be highlighted and you be aware of it, so that you can find other ways of how to maneuver, so that you get what you need. If there's a position or a company that is, and again, the way that they do it, they don't come at you as if, I mean, some do, where some managers come at you very rude, but most do not. They will, you know, appear to be very kind, very friendly, you know, and they appear to be, they will how can I say, twist those words to make it seem or make it appear as if they are quote unquote helping you, when in fact they're ensuring your demise by keeping positions away from you that you are qualified for. And you know, it contributes to a lot of issues in the future, in particular, blocked access to finances that would have been able to help, would have been able to help you, you know, have a more stable life. You and your family have a more stable life, and deliberately that's being blocked. So keep that in mind, and stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, share your experiences. If you have any tips, share your tips as well. Stay tuned for more videos.